Hey guys, what's up? What's up, guys? I'm here again. Welcome back to my channel. Now I have a very interesting person here with a very interesting story. What he's been through, what he's overcame, and how he survived. I want to introduce you to my audience. Jimmy, go ahead. What's your name, buddy?
How you doing today? My name is Jamie Bowen, and I was incarcerated in 1994 for the charges of voluntary manslaughter and armed robbery, in which I had, been running the streets and, somewhat unemployed and
All right, so,
became,
all right, Jimmy. Sorry to cut it, but before we go there, I want to know where all this started from. So I want to know how was it growing up.
well, growing up, uh, my early stages from this toddler to the adolescent stages,
Yeah.
it was back and forth with my mother and father arguing, and somewhat, unstable within the household.
Okay. So you got both parents?
Yeah, my parents are still alive and I'm blessed, even in their elderly ages.
Okay. So at what age did you started being unruly in your opinion, or you started taking up influence?
Well, I would say around the tender age of like 11, 12 years old, I was already somewhat committed to the street life.
So you were living with both parents, right?
Nah, at the time, they were separated, and I spent a short period with my father, and then my mother came back and got me and my sister, and we were going from place to place with relatives and friends of my mother's set.
So do you think living with mom and not mom and dad play a role in what you turned out to be end up in the future?
Yeah, I could say it was somewhat of influence on my life and had impact because I didn't have a father figure, a male figure to show me what a man should and should not do.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So I was high school.
Well, I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't graduate. I made it to I completed the eighth grade, and after that, I ran away. And when I came back, my parents they allowed me to quit school, and I started working with my father.
Okay. All right. So tell me about it. You've been incarcerated. Tell me what happened. How did you end up in that position?
Well, uh, like I said, it started from me indulging in the street life, and one thing led to another. The drugs, and uh, I got into an altercation with an individual,
Yeah.
and it ended up becoming a tragedy for me and him.
Oh. Okay. So you didn't get incarcerated because of the drugs. You get incarcerated because of physical altercation.
Yeah, I would say the drugs were it was the antidote. It was the cause of it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That led to it. Me indulging in the drugs and meeting all these different people. You know what I'm saying? Had I not been in, that position, I probably would have avoided the whole situation.
Gotcha. So okay. So what happened when you found out first when you got locked up? Did you get locked up on site of that incident, or how did it go? Like the cops come and get you, or you turn yourself in?
Well, it took them 30 days. 30 days I walked around a free man, undetected about anything.
Oh,
And it led, the vehicle was involved,
okay.
and I got found in possession of it. And that's what led to,
Oh,
you know, the authorities coming in and somewhat finding my victim.
okay. And everything starts there.
Yeah.
Your first day incarcerated, do you remember? The very first day?
Yeah, the very first day, I was in my grandmother's house prior to that, and my father came, and it was all over the news.
Oh,
And he was like, the authorities want to speak with you about the situation that's going on.
yeah.
Whether you're wrong or right, you need to go speak with these people because they're looking at you in a dangerous manner.
Okay.
So to avoid, me being, somewhat, harmed
Yeah.
or and then put myself in further danger, he took me down there, and then from that point I made a confession
Mm,
due to having one of my friends involved. They
okay.
apprehended
Yeah.
one of my close friends before they got me due to him being with me.
Okay. Okay. So fast forward. First year in prison. Did you see anyone, friends, family?
Yeah, I saw, familiar faces from the neighborhood,
Okay.
guys that was incarcerated before this time, on minor charges. But yeah, I
So you still got support from the streets and the
yeah,
family. So did that ever stop?
well
The support.
my communication and my level of support,
Yeah.
it was great.
Right through.
A lot of people that I expected to stand by me and keep a level of communication with,
Yeah.
they, somewhat, they were either traumatized by the situation or they had no love at all.
Okay. So you got support right through. How many years did you did?
I did 30 years, day for day.
What at what age did you enter into this incarceration?
I was 22 years old.
22.
Yeah.
And it came out what year?
I came out 2025. I was 52 years old.
Damn, so you know that you missed the whole internet segment.
Yeah, but what people fail to realize is that we are advanced in technology, socially, economically, politically, all the way around the board, being incarcerated because we have access. We have cell phones. We have, information, resources to know and to, apply.
So you didn't miss out on anything.
No, not too much. Only thing was missing was my physical presence.
Oh,
But my
so
mind
still,
state and my awareness, my consciousness
yeah,
was probably more advanced than the average person in
that's
society.
true. That's true.
Because,
You ain't going nowhere, so you can
yeah,
soak in.
God bless.
Yeah. So how was it in prison? What was the complications in prison?
It was hostile mentally, spiritually.
More mentally than physical?
Yeah, but it becomes physical because your body will follow your mind naturally. If your
Mm-hmm.
mind state is in an ill form of thinking, your
Yeah.
body will slowly, you will not keep yourself up,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, because you're broken from within.
So you got to keep motivating yourself to
Yeah,
keep your mind. So your mind, if you strengthen your mind, your body will follow. That's what you're
exactly.
saying.
You have to be inspired mentally.
So did you get inspired in prison?
Yeah, I obtained a lot of knowledge, about life. I met a lot of great people. The experiences I had, good and bad, taught me valuable things about life and the universe.
Mm. Can you share it of that experience?
Well, I had experiences whereas I was in bad situations as far as I possibly was going to face more time. And the people that I didn't think were going to support me and to clear my name and help me, you know what I'm saying, reach my max out date, be released from prison,
Mm.
they were there.
Okay.
Authority figures.
Okay. So what on your down days, what do you think of? What comes to your mind? What give you that strength on days when you feel like giving up?
Well, I can only rely on one source,
What?
incarcerated in society, wherever in the universe, and that's God. God Almighty held me up and gave me the will to survive, you know what I'm saying, through thick and thin. Above all, you know what I'm saying, my family, my friends, the authority figures, what have you. God was the only thing that I could depend on and rely on to uphold me through all of, you know what I'm saying, the
Mm.
incarceration.
Can you tell me a rough day, one of the roughest day you can remember in prison?
Incident occurred where this one guy, he was angry at another guy for not allowing him access to use his cell phone. And it escalated into physical altercation, whereas both of them obtained weapons, and they, through the use of weapons, they were injured severely,
Mm-hmm.
stabbed in the throat and the neck. And this one guy that I was aiding and assisting, was on me, and the blood all over me, and you know what I'm saying, the trauma for seeing him go in and out and saying he was gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? It really left a strong impact on me,
Oh.
on my mind, man.
How
For
long was that impact for?
huh?
How long was that impact last? How long did it last in your mind?
Well, I reflect on it from time to time, even now. But I
Mm.
use it as, you know what I'm saying, momentum to, you know what I'm saying, reflect on the past as far as keeping myself humble, keeping myself straight, you know,
Mm.
but to just know and be conscious of, you know what I'm saying, oh man, that could have been me.
Yep.
This guy could have died on my hand. They could have blamed me for that incident, you know?
Yeah.
So it's always something to think about and, you know what I'm saying, also be inspired by.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah.
So how was the food?
Well, it's not McDonald's. It's not Burger King. It's not having, you won't get your way. But predominantly is you have to be grateful because a lot of people don't have the support of going to the canteen or getting commissary, having money on their books, you
Yeah.
know, to purchase food and goods from the state. But you know, you got your poison, man. You got your, you know what I'm saying, your dislikes, you know what I'm saying, within the food service. But yeah, we blessed to have 3 meals, man. They took one meal on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. We do not uh, eat lunch. We
Oh.
have brunch and then we have supper. So I think it was due to tax cuts and, you know what I'm saying, change of the economy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I see that you're skinny
yeah,
because so there's people in the free world that is free that can curb their eating, and they always blame it on certain food. But you guys are eating food that people that is free and will never eat,
yeah,
and you guys and yet still you're at a slim physique. You don't have a 9 to 5, and people say they gain weight when they're not active. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, we eat. And some people, you know, I think it's DNA or what have you. But me personally, I have high metabolism. I always been slim, you know. I gained a few pounds from eating and resting, but mostly I exercise. I exercise all throughout the course of my time. At one point in time, we had weightlifting, weight training, and they took it. And then we had to rely on calisthenics, push-ups, jump jacks, and they'll have you. But my physique, man, I'm
Mhm.
proud of it because I was informed. Even though I indulge in unhealthy, you know what I'm saying, eating habits,
That's
what
what I'm
have you.
saying. Yeah.
But the leaner you are, the more healthy you are. I'm gonna live a long time.
Well, that means something is wrong. The mathematics ain't right because I would expect you to come out all fat and all because of the food you're eating,
Yeah,
and you come out on a different angle. So what they're telling people in the free world, something ain't right.
yeah, because a lot of people are getting sick. A lot of people are dying because the food they were feeding us, mainly that meat, we call mystery meat.
So do you consider the food that you was eating better than the food that we're eating out here? Better
It varies. Some food is, you know, grade A
inside.
inside, and some food is just, you know what I'm
So the
saying.
grade A food, that's the food you brought in, or you can actually get grade A food
Yeah,
there.
yeah. In the cafeteria, we have inmates that prepare the food and cook the food, you know,
Hmm.
at with no wages, without receiving any wages.
Oh,
So it's like they are less eager to put good quality in preparing the food for us. And the food is like on a time schedule. It has to be
okay.
prepared. So they're gonna rush and certain things are gonna be undone. And you know what I'm saying? The more you consume that type of food, it's gonna cause, you know what I'm saying, health complications within your organs. You got people that got ulcers, they're catching having kidney infections from too much starch, etc., man. So it's it's not always a good thing to consume the food from the cafeteria.
Okay. All right. Now you're a free man. And you're free after 35 years. What was the first thing you did on the first day out?
Well, the first day I came home, I was taken to the mall and I bought some clothes. I bought me some outfits,
Yeah.
and then I was dropped off by my mother's house, and we had a family gathering, which my niece and nephews came, my sister, and my uncle, and I had a lady friend stop by, and it was like, you know what I'm saying, everybody welcomed me, and
Yeah.
everybody was inquisitive as to uh, what type of life would I pursue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, being that I obtained my freedom, and you know, it was real, you know what I'm saying, uplifting.
Yeah. That's cool. So, how's the world changed to you? The free world.
Dramatically. And also, you know, in a sense of good, you know, it's in a good state to a certain extent. As far as, you know what I'm saying, I'm alive and I have the opportunity to advance, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
opposed to my prior, you know what I'm saying, years of being in society, not being able to find a job, not being able to have any opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, somewhat advance myself. But it also has its downfalls as far
Hmm.
as the way people treat and respect one another
Yeah.
with all this, you know what I'm saying, chaos and violence, man, and indulging in, you know what I'm saying, the street life,
Yeah. Yeah. But that's certainly changed.
mainly the black communities, man.
Yeah.
So we can only pray and wish for, you know, the embetterment of our, you know what I'm saying, nation of people as far as advancing the kids and hoping that they could avoid all of the, you know what I'm saying, the trauma and the chaos that, you know what I'm saying, that exists now.
Did you have any kids before you went in?
No, I never was fortunate enough to have kids
Is it
as
in
of yet.
there? Are you thinking about kids now or not?
Yeah, I wish, man, I wish I could, but I know it's going to take me being financially stable and mentally stable and having an environment to, raise a child.
That's true. How's your mental? Like, do you feel free?
Yes, I feel free, but I also feel a sense of bondage because society has demands as far as, a man coming from incarceration. The demands are higher to survive. The demands are, more hostile toward a person who has been incarcerated. I need to turn it off and get something to drink. Please.
Uh, Okay. So you feel free physically, but mentally you feel like you're still trapped.
I feel free mentally because like I said, I rely on the highest power, which is God. And, I'm free within my spirit, my mind, my soul. But I know and also know and understand I'm faced with the challenges of everyday life that man has created. And mankind has, somewhat uh, become really hostile as
Hmm.
far as living, bro.
That's
Life is
true.
hostile. It's chaos.
Yeah.
It's war. It's drama more so than uplifting, inspiration. Life breathing. We
What
don't
do you
have
think?
those resources.
What do you think caused that? Because that's a shift. It wasn't like that. So something has changed.
Our train of thought has changed. Our thoughts are wandering within the patterns of, off course. We don't rely on natural resources. We don't rely on ourselves. We don't rely on God. We don't rely on the things that God produced for us. Everything we produce is defiled
Yeah.
because our train of thought, the thoughts we put into it, the ideals, the images that we have in mind as far as the course of the world goes, toward one another, toward ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so the impact from that is it's gonna be chaos, man. You can only see that. Only the blind and the feeble minded will suffer,
That's
not
true.
being conscious.
That's true. It's, in my opinion, I don't think it's no more a physical war. It's a mental war.
Exactly.
And if you ain't prepared mentally for whatever it is, you're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
You're gonna be left behind. You know.
Destruction, man, is something, an element that we created due to not applying and embracing the principles of respect, love, peace, honor, evolving in, a positive realm of living. That's all, man. It's simple. We blame everything on the children. We blame everything on the white man. We blame everything on money. We blame on everything on being broke. We got so many excuses for not doing the right thing and following the path of righteousness. So we're gonna be punished.
Definitely, definitely. You're definitely gonna be punished.
Yeah,
that's that's amazing.
yeah,
It's amazing coming from you,
yeah.
a man that spent all these years behind bars. But one of the most, um, let me see, how should I put it? One of the main questions I would like to ask you: what would you change if you could skip that 35 years? What would you go back and change? Is
Oh,
there one thing to go back and change, or there's a whole? day of thing you would go back and change to make if you could just erase that 25 years and go around it instead of going through it?
One purpose that we all should live for, strive for, is the will to live. Prior to me being incarcerated and throughout incarceration, I didn't have the will to live.
Yeah.
And that's what led to it. You got to want to live and want to live right. See, if you don't want to live, that means you're dead. And you're not going to produce the qualities, the principles, the values
That's
to
golden.
live
That's
or have
golden.
any will. It's about all your self-will and striving to do the will of the Creator,
That's
which
golden.
created you. Strong will, man.
That's golden, bro. Because
Yeah.
that's so true. Because they always say one of the most dangerous person you can overcome, or one of the most dangerous person you can meet, is a person that has nothing to live for.
Yeah.
A person that has nothing to live for will do anything
Desperation.
because he's already dead.
Yeah.
There's no life in him. That's powerful, but
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you believe in marriage?
Yeah, man. And you know, like I said, I come from a marriage family, man. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother never got remarried after my grandfather died, and my mother never got remarried. And that was the key thing. You get married and you reproduce, man, and extend the family name, man, in honor. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so I'm always embrace, you know what I'm saying, the woman and the female companionship and all the way to the stages of marriage, man. Yeah, that's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing.
What would you honor more, love or respect?
I would have to say respect because love, we done made love like a light switch. You can turn love off and on. Or love like a piece of bubble gum. You chew it up and after the sugar gone, you spit it out. You don't want it no more. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It get dry and flat and got the breath stinking out. You don't want her. You don't want that people. Ain't nobody gonna come. So
Yeah.
so yeah, man, I would say respect. Respect lasts and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a demand. And it's
Yeah.
powerful. And it carries and carries love. It blemishes and it fades.
True.
And it'll leave your ass faded. Yeah, that's what love. That's what love does. But it's also a beautiful thing. You know, if embraced right and if, you know what I'm saying, if acknowledged, a lot of people don't even know what love is. You have to acknowledge love and the essence of love, you know,
Yeah.
for it to be, you know what I'm saying, any type of effect toward the world.
Okay. Education or skill?
I would say skill because education is somewhat taught, forced, or conditioned, or you go through some type of training. You have to have assistance in order to be educated, whether it's through a book, a human being, a phone, computer, etc.
True.
Skill comes naturally. You're born with that. No one can take it away from you unless you're physically hurt or you know what I'm saying. It just you don't apply it. But skills, yeah, it's always dominant over education because to be educated, that's a process you have to go through. A skill, you processing.
Yeah.
You're already in process. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so true. All right, but before we go, I want you to encourage everyone, young, old, right this minute. I want you to tell someone right now that thinking about throwing away their life right now, thinking, because these days, especially the younger generation, they would say, man, I have no problem going to jail. I would do this and go to prison right now. I don't care. And it's sad to say that most of our generation, that's how they think. They can go to prison and eat 3 meals a day, and yep, that's good. They still survive. I want you to talk to them people right now for me.
Well, first and foremost, I want to extend my love, my peace, and also uh, a level of knowledge toward one, each, and all. Humanity has suffered, great losses. Humanity has also been empowered to have gains in life. The goodness in life is what we strive for. Bitterness, misery, pain, trauma are the elements that destroy us. Through joy and harmony, through communication, through understanding, we can evolve beyond the death toll that we create each and every day through materialism, through capitalism, through socialism, through all the many devices that we create throughout mankind. It's a better way for us. It's a better idea. It's a better image. It's a better thought. It's a better us. It's a better self within you. The embetterment is what we strive for. To reach the ultimate realm of prosperity. To evolve into greatness, to righteousness, and to be inspired and uplifted by courage, by strength, and by having a sense of direction through it all. And I bid you a good farewell, and I hope that someone takes this advice and inspiration to become prosperous and just, enjoy the harmony and the peace and the love in life. Always search for God. That's where you're going to find you at. Everything you need to be doing throughout the course of life. God bless y'all. I love y'all, man. One. Big up to all of you.
Big up.